In this video, we'll look at using the Share Pod to share your screen and documents inside of an Adobe Connect room. I've got a layout here with a Share Pod on, and we can use this to share our screen by clicking on the screen button in the top. There's a dialog that enables me to share either my full screen, and if I've got multiple monitors, I can select which monitor I want to share. I can choose a specific application. So if I just wanted to share Excel, for example, I could limit the screen sharing to that application so it wouldn't share anything else. Or I can choose to share specific windows. So if an application does have multiple windows, I can limit the screen sharing to a specific window. I typically recommend sharing your entire screen, ensuring that any distracting elements like your email client or instant messenger are off. I'm going to choose to share my first monitor here and click on the share button. And because I've got my browser open, it is sharing my browser window. You can see down here at the bottom, I've got a bar that enables me to react to anything going on in the meeting. So this enables me first to go back to the Adobe Connect room by clicking on the back arrow. I'll still be sharing my screen if I click this though. I'll essentially be sharing my Adobe Connect room inside of Adobe Connect. To the right, I've got an icon that shows me I am sharing my screen, and if I click it, it gives me a preview of what I'm sharing. This is really handy to make sure you're sharing the right monitor and to essentially see what the other people in your Adobe Connect room are seeing as you're screen sharing. I've got the ability here to adjust my speaker volume. I can turn on or off my microphone, my webcam. I've got access to my attendee list. I can see everybody in the Adobe Connect room. I've got the ability to see any chat that's happening, so I can open up essentially a little chat pod right as I'm screen sharing. That's really handy for answering questions as you're trying to screen share. I can also see any notifications that are coming in. So if somebody's trying to enter my room, for example, it'll show up in this little notification area. And I can pause my screen share and annotate on top of it. By clicking this button, it'll essentially take a screenshot of your desktop back into the Adobe Connect room with the annotation tools already open. So I can grab, for example, a highlighter here or a marker and start circling areas on this screen share. Let's go ahead and resume sharing. You can see here my mini control bar now has the option to resume share. Take a look at the last two buttons. One is obvious here. I can stop sharing, which will take me back to the Adobe Connect room where I will not be sharing my screen any longer. And the last button here minimizes this mini control bar into an even smaller mini control bar. This is now essentially just two buttons so that it's less distracting and takes up less space while I'm screen sharing. I still have the option, even on this mini control bar though, to stop the screen share, which is what I'll do now. In addition to being able to share my screen, which is really handy for demonstrations, I can actually upload content directly to Adobe Connect. So rather than sharing something like the PowerPoint application, I typically recommend sharing your PowerPoint documents directly inside of Adobe Connect. And you can do that by clicking on this Share Document button. This enables me to browse my computer for a supported document or look inside of my content library for any documents that I've uploaded to the Adobe Connect server already. I can also see any files that I've already used in the meeting. They'll be in my uploaded files section, as well as my history in terms of what I've uploaded to the Adobe Connect meeting room. If I browse my computer here, Adobe Connect will enable me to select any supported file types. And you can see here we support images like JPEGs, PNG files, and GIFs. I can upload audio and video files like MP3 and MP4 files. Adobe Acrobat PDF documents are supported directly inside of an Adobe Connect meeting, as well as Microsoft PowerPoint presentations, both PPTX and PPT. So I can simply select one of those files and click Open. And that'll bring it directly into the Adobe Connect meeting room. It's going to go through a short conversion process to convert it to work inside of Adobe Connect to make sure that everybody in the room will be able to see it. But by sharing this file in the Adobe Connect room, rather than screen sharing, I'm going to use much less bandwidth. I'm not pushing millions of pixels across the internet. We're converting this document to a very small file size. This also has some other benefits, which we'll take a look at in just a second as it finishes the conversion process. So now that my deck is converted, I can run through the slides simply by clicking on the next and previous buttons. But the other thing I can do that I wouldn't be able to do if I was screen sharing is open up this sidebar. As you'll notice with this sidebar, I've got access to all of the speaker notes that I've got in my Adobe Connect in my presentation, as well as an outline that enables me to do non-linear navigation. So it's really easy for me to open up this sidebar. It's not something any participants see. It's something that only presenters and hosts will see. So that's a quick look at how you can share both documents as well as your screen inside of Adobe Connect. One last thing I'll mention is under Preferences, you can adjust the quality settings for something like a screen share. By default here, it's set to standard, which is a nice balance between the amount of bandwidth you're using and the quality. But if you want to use less bandwidth, you can lower this, or if you'd like to increase the quality, we can raise the quality setting here. Thanks so much for your time.